In a surprising twist of political bipartisanship, former President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris have publicly praised President Donald Trump for his role in brokering a historic Gaza ceasefire agreement. But here's where it gets controversial. While the deal has been hailed as a breakthrough, the second phase, aimed at dismantling Hamas and determining Gaza's future leadership, remains a daunting challenge. And this is the part most people miss. The agreement's long-term success hinges on delicate negotiations over a potential Palestinian state and the composition of a peacekeeping force. Will this truly mark the dawn of a new Middle East, as Trump proclaimed, or is it merely a temporary pause in a decades-long conflict? Let's dive into the details and more in today's roundup. 1. Middle East ceasefire, a bipartisan breakthrough. On Monday, the first phase of President Trump's Gaza agreement achieved a significant milestone: the release of all 20 living Israeli hostages and thousands of Palestinian detainees. This marked a rare moment of unity, with Biden and Harris commending Trump's efforts. However, the harder work lies ahead. The second phase, which involves dismantling Hamas and shaping Gaza's future governance, is fraught with complexities. Trump's declaration of a historic dawn of a new Middle East has sparked both hope and skepticism. What do you think? Is this agreement a genuine step toward lasting peace, or just a temporary bandage on a deep-seated wound? Share your thoughts in the comments. 2. SpaceX's Starship, moon mission or pipe dream? SpaceX's Starship Megarocket completed a successful hour-long test flight on Monday, splashing down in the Indian Ocean. This milestone is part of NASA's ambitious plan to land Americans on the moon's south pole by 2027. Acting NASA Administrator Sean Duffy called it another major step, but not everyone is convinced. Skeptics doubt whether Starship will be ready in time, especially with less than 2 years to go. Adding fuel to the fire, Duffy, who also serves as Trump's Secretary of Transportation, has repeatedly warned that the U.S. must beat China to the moon. Is this a realistic goal, or are we setting ourselves up for disappointment? Let us know your take. 3. Alaska's devastating typhoon, a climate wake-up call? A powerful storm ripped through western Alaska over the weekend, leaving at least one person dead and displacing over 1,000 residents. Hurricane-force winds and record-breaking storm surges tore homes from their foundations, with search and rescue efforts still underway in remote coastal communities. At least 51 people have been rescued in Kwigillingulk and Kipnuk, villages over 400 miles southwest of Anchorage. This disaster raises urgent questions about climate change and its impact on vulnerable regions. Are we doing enough to prepare for such extreme weather events? Share your thoughts. 4. TSA checkpoints, politics at the airport. Several major U.S. airports, including Las Vegas's Harry Reid International and New York's 3 major hubs, are refusing to play a video by Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem blaming Democrats for the government shutdown. The video, intended for TSA checkpoints, has been criticized for its political tone. Airport officials argue that such messaging has no place in public spaces. But here's the question. Should government agencies use public platforms to promote partisan narratives? Weigh in below. 5. Tariff threats and market turmoil. Is a trade war looming? President Trump's threat to impose new tariffs on Chinese imports sent shockwaves through financial markets on Friday. Tech stocks and cryptocurrencies plummeted, with Bitcoin dropping from $122,500 to around $104,600. Investors fled to safer assets like Treasury bonds and gold, causing the Nasdaq to plunge 3.56%. However, markets rebounded sharply on Monday as traders tried to calm their nerves. But the question remains, are we on the brink of another U.S.-China trade war, and what does this mean for the global economy? Share your insights. Bonus stories to keep you informed. A U.S. company has developed a new type of wood 10 times stronger than steel. Could this revolutionize construction? The FDA has approved a new blood test to help rule out Alzheimer's disease, offering hope for early detection. LendingTree CEO Doug Lebda tragically died in an ATV accident at his family farm in North Carolina. A young Texas girl became a hero by saving her choking brother during playtime. Watch the heartwarming video. The Tennessee Titans fired head coach Brian Callahan after a disappointing 1-5 start to the NFL season. The ongoing government shutdown is now in its 14th day, threatening to become one of the longest in U.S. history. And finally, don't miss CNN's expose on cryptocurrency scams. Kyung-la confronts a con artist who tried to steal thousands from her. What story caught your attention today? Let us know in the comments.